Alright, what's going on, you motherfuckers? It's Kevin the Full Metal Ginger, and we're doing another CD collection video today. I think we're on chapter 12 or something like that. Gonna finish up all the G's and get on to H. So, yeah. Hopefully we can start getting through this a little bit quicker. I mean, I thought you guys would just quit watching these after a while, but I mean, you seem to keep checking them out, so I'll keep doing them. About halfway, maybe almost halfway through the collection right now. So I'm kind of on a mission to get them done sooner rather than later. And maybe when we finish it up, we'll run through the fucking vinyl just for shits and giggles, which I don't have much vinyl, so that'll take all fucking 2 or 3 videos. So we'll jump right into this sumbitch, man. Listening to Devangelic-Resurrection Denied. Sorry for the fucking horrible lighting angle, by the way. Just kind of wanted to put this out in honor of them putting out Flankton, whatever, however you pronounce their new album, which is up for pre-order right now. I'll see about leaving a link in the description if you want to go pre-order that, which I need to do that myself. So, yeah, man, got about 12 albums, give or take, here to show you. I have a couple that I'm getting ready to talk about here soon in future videos, so I don't want to, rant too much about them. So if I kind of cut it off quickly, you'll know why. And there's at least 1 or 2 that I've talked about fairly recently, so I won't fucking, linger any more than we need to. I'll try to run through these, man. I know these videos seem to take for fucking ever to get through. And I don't want to keep you all fucking day. Because it's week 1 of the regular fucking season, motherfuckers. Not that any of you fucking give 2 flying shits about that. First up, we have Grand Belial's Key, Judeo-Beast Assassination. I fucking love this band, man. I totally need to get more of their records. From what I've listened to, I've not heard a bad album that they've put out. But unfortunately, this is the only one I fucking have. I don't remember in what order they came out. I think this is at least their 2nd or 3rd full length, and I don't remember exactly when this even came out, but this is the 2002 Moribund version, so I don't know if it's a repress or whatnot, but absolutely love this band, man. Killer black metal, but they also have, at least in my opinion, a very early Morbid Angel vibe going on with their music, so it's kind of weird to touch on, but I am going to talk about this one again probably at the end of the month, so I'll just hang off on that for now. Next up, I talked about this one, one of my Metal Albums of the Month videos recently. So, here's Grave, Endless Procession of Souls. Definitely love their earlier work, but not too much of a fan of this one. But I would definitely still go check out Grave. Still love Grave, love their earlier work, and that's just how it is. These next 2 come from a band. It's one of my favorite bands ever, and I really don't think they get the credit that they deserve, the notoriety that they deserve. They're definitely not underrated. I mean, everyone knows about this band, but I just don't think that they are as up there as some of the other black metal bands that are getting, like Dark Throne, for example, Mayhem, Burzum, all those. And I think this band is right there with them. Granted, they're not from the Norwegian scene. Maybe that's why. But and they did fucking move away from the black metal a little bit, which fucking Dark Throne did too. So I don't understand why they don't get the fucking credit they deserve and the notoriety. But they are definitely a well-known band. But this is Graveland, as I fucking digress for fucking ever. This is the Celtic Winter. They're one of their demos, I do believe. I don't think it's their very first release. This may be their 2nd or 3rd. I want to say they put out 2 or 3 demos before they started cranking out the full lengths. And this is when they were still definitely a straight-up black metal band. I'm pretty sure this is a repress, because but it is a No Colors record version, and the lighting's not going to let you see it, hardly. But if I remember correctly, when the album first came out, they had different artwork. So, I mean, I'm fucking certain this is a repress. I just don't know what year. But awesome, man. Definitely one of my favorite bands. And speaking of which, this is probably, if I had to pick, 20 or so favorite records of all time, this one would be on there for absolute certain. I just don't know where. There's a Graveland, Following the Voice of Blood. And on this album, they're definitely kind of moving away from the black metal. It's still there, but they're getting more of a folk element into their sound at this point. Which I don't know if it's just being from the South and folk music is everywhere here. Maybe it's just kind of ingrained in your blood to like folk music. But I mean, with the black metal mixing in with the folk element, it's just very atmospheric, and especially when you're driving around through all the fucking fall foliage like it's starting to come out right about this time of year. It's just a really nice record to fucking listen to. I absolutely love it. Theresa's, however the fuck you say it. Track 3 on here. One of my favorite songs of all time, bar none. Next one, one of these is going to be talked about here soon, so probably this one. This is Gravewurm, Infernal Minions. I was just jamming this yesterday. Gravewurm was a band that it just took me a while to get into, and I don't know why, because as I was listening to this yesterday, I mean, I was like, this is fucking awesome. This is incredible. Why have I just not given it due diligence and due justice all of this for as long as I've had this? And it's not that I haven't listened to this. I've listened to it all the time, but I don't know, man. Just yesterday, I was just really fucking loving it. Don't remember which album this is in terms of year. Well, it says 2012, so fuck, I don't know. And that fucking bothers the piss out of me when the CD's in there upside down or crooked or sideways. But yeah, man, awesome fucking shit. And this is the album I think followed that one, Doomed to Eternity. And I think I got this in one of Hell's Headbangers, 10 CDs for 20 bucks or whatever it was, so I fucking stole this one basically. And I like this one pretty good too. I do like Infernal Minions a little bit better. Actually, you know what? I don't even know. I'm going to have to go back and re-listen to this one just to make sure. But, love this band. Fuck. The band that was definitely one of the bands to get me into fucking brutal death and slamming metal when I was somewhat into slam. I love this album in every regard, shape, or form. I actually ordered this from the band, if I'm not mistaken, so that was really fucking cool. But here's Guttural Secrete. Fucking reek of pubescent despoilment. I mean, God, I'm gonna pull this out because I know you guys want to see the cover art. Get a little more detail without the light fucking screwing it up. Lots of fucking samples on this album. It's fucking heavy as fuck, man. One of the heaviest albums I fucking own. Tons of brutality. God damn it, man. You know how my adjectives are. My abilities to describe music when I have not listened to it in a little while. But let me just read you some of the song titles. And I'll read you the song title that made me buy this album, which was Fecal Stuff Fuck Stumps. That's awesome. Feminine Skin Suit, which is a great song. Gurgling My Seminal Filth. Just all kinds of fucking gnarliness on here. And I would definitely love to pick up, what's the name of that album? The follow-up to this one. Someone's already said it and it's pissing me off. I had the fucking shirt of it, for God's sakes. Nourishing the Spoil. Definitely want to pick that one up as well. Next we have Haemoth in No Mind Odium, which I've talked about once or twice on here. It comes out on Debbie Morte Records, or Productions, and, I don't think I've heard many people talking about it. I think my buddy Anthony actually was going to get a patch from this band, which is just cool if someone else knows about this. You've seen the poster in the background of all my videos. I think you have. Where the fuck's that poster? Apparently it's missing. I don't know where it is. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you've fucking seen it 1,000 times. And pretty much standard black metal. I want to say these guys are out of Poland, maybe. Just don't recall, man. Go check them out. Link will be in the description, but awesome album. Killer black metal. You won't be disappointed. But it's more of the, I don't want to say like Behemoth style, but it's definitely got a little bit more of the death element in there. It's not very raw. Doesn't have a lot of atmosphere. It's just more of just a punishing, heavy, fast record, if that makes sense at all. Next, fucking Hate Eternal, Phoenix Amongst the Ashes. It's just a bit too techy for me. I do like this album, and I do like Hate Eternal, but, as time goes on, I get more into the, I don't want to say easy listening, but it's a little more slower, simple riffs that just kind of get your go, and this is almost too fast and too technical to even fucking get behind it. But it's not my favorite album by far. My favorite would be I Monarch. But you gotta fucking totally dig the artwork, man. That's fucking incredible. And shit you don't really see in a lot of death metal. So that's really cool. When did this come out? 2011, man. I've had this a while. I got this the week it came out, probably. Alright, so when I was in high school, or coming to the end of my high school career, I guess you'd say, I was really getting into the haunted. That lasted all of about fucking a year probably, and then it just kind of, I know what it was, is they started putting out records that I fucking hated. But this one came out right about the time I graduated, or right after I graduated. It's an '04 record. It's The Haunted with Revolver. Fucking killer album, man. No Compromise, 99, Abysmal, All Against All, Burnt to a Shell, Liquid Burns. This album is great start to finish. Really energetic, really upbeat. Love it. And it's seen many a play on my stereo or in the car or whatever. Yeah, I've listened to this to the point I fucking hated it. And after that, they put out The Eye, or The Dead Eye. This is the slipcase edition, which is, it's kind of cool how this is put together. But I just did not like this record, man, no matter how much I listened to it. Just couldn't get into it at all. And I would like to backtrack and actually get their earlier work, just to say I have it. I mean, it's not that I'm really into that type of music anymore at all, but it's just kind of for nostalgia purposes at this point. So I would like to go backtrack and get all their other albums. And here's Verses, which I fucking hated this as well. Well, I didn't like, I liked it a little more than the Dead Eye, but outside of Moronic Colossus, I don't really remember liking anything else from this album. I don't even really remember anything else from this album outside of that, so you can tell it's been a while since I listened to it. There's The Haunted. This one is fucking awesome. I need to spin this one again. This was sent to me from Tanner, if you remember Passive Metal, which hopefully to God you do, because one of my best friends on here loved his work, and he was cool enough to send this to me. This is the Heralds of Oblivion, Volume 1. Yep. And it's just a big collection of fucking death metal bands that weren't really popular. I mean, I'd heard of most of them, but, you know, never really listened to them. Maybe they just come along. Well, this came out in 93, and I'm sure these bands are just kind of sort of coming up. I really should have researched this one before I fucking showed it, but whatever. But you have on here Demolition, Brainstorm, Mutilage, Catalepsy, not the Russian one, and Decomposed. And every band has at least 3 songs, so that's really fucking cool. So it's a really nice collage. And I wish more, you don't see a lot of compilations much anymore, but if you're going to do one, this is the way to do it. Give a nice sample of a band instead of just one fucking song. But Tanner, if you're seeing this, man, I really fucking appreciate it. I will go back and listen to this. I've listened to it several times. It's just been a minute. But thank you, dude. And now, for the time that everyone's going to start unsubscribing to me, but I don't care, because I want to show this, because these records are important. And I don't fucking not show important records, even if I'm fucking embarrassed about them by now. This is a band I'm not embarrassed by, but, you know, I'm not going to be the one who's just going, oh, I'm not showing that just because I'm embarrassed. Because every band and album that you listen to as you grow up has a history to it, and it leads you somewhere. Like this band definitely did. So metal fucking core, man, you ready? Here's Himsa. Courting Tragedy and Disaster, man. I fucking loved this album when I first picked this up. It took me forever to get around to getting it, but once I finally did, yeah, man, this one has seen so much play in my stereos over the years. This is their 2003, this is their debut, I believe. Fucking Dominion, Rain to the Sound of Panic, you know, probably their most popular songs. Girl on Glass, definitely another one. It's not Nights Like This That Keep Us Alive. When Midnight Breaks, fucking fantastic album. This next one is my favorite from them by far. No, you know, hands down, my favorite. My wife actually got this for my 20th birthday, so that was really fucking cool. This is Hail Horror, another Himsa album. Every fucking song on this one gets my goat, man. Anathema, Sleazeville, I don't fucking know. There's a cool video for that, by the way. The Destroyer, Pestilence probably my all-time favorite, or Wolfchild, Seminole, Send Down Your Rain. It's awesome from start to finish. And Himsa was one of those bands that it was like technically metalcore, but they definitely had a good death metal vibe going on, especially Sleazeville. I'll leave links so you can check them out. And lastly, we have Summoning Thunder, which by the time this one came along, which was only like a year later, but I don't know if distribution or what it was that made me not even find out about this album for years. I probably didn't pick this one up till 2009 maybe. So a good 3 years later. By that time I was already starting to move into more death metal, more black metal stuff. So maybe that's why I didn't pick it up. I hadn't heard about it, and this actually came out the year after. Anyway, Summoning Thunder. And I guess by that time I just didn't really care for this type of music anymore, so it was more of a kind of a nostalgia going back and listening to this and comparing it to their earlier records. I just remember Haunter, Big Timber, and fucking Unleash Carnage, which there's a video for Big Timber and Unleash Carnage, so that's probably why I remember those, but that's what it is, man. Yeah, just metalcore, but I mean, it's got definitely a darker vibe, a more death metal vibe, so if you didn't check out Himsa during the whole metalcore fucking craze, I really wish you had, and go back and check it out. You might like it. So that's it, man. We're already 15 minutes in. God damn it, it took way too fucking long. My next video is going to be the concert review for the Inquisition show. I'm thinking about just recording it as I'm driving back home, because I know by the time I get here, it's going to be late, and I'm definitely not going to want to do it early in the morning on Sunday. So, yeah, that should be my next video. However that works out, I'll show you that, and then probably the following, you know, I always upload on Tuesday, but probably the following Thursday, I will show all the merch that I get at the show. So I'm going to quit fucking running my mouth. Go ahead and check out all the links for these bands in the description. You can follow me on Facebook and Instagram if you want to do that. There's a subscribe link. You can go do that if you want to subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. Really appreciate you guys sitting through all these videos. It really means a lot to me. So thank you so much. Keep supporting extreme fucking metal. God damn it.